How's it going, YouTube? Navysooner here. Today, I'm here to let you know that I'm off the Austrian Schnitzel, and now I'm using some Czech kolaches. If you don't get the reference to Czech kolaches, well, whatever. I live in Central Texas. Czech cuisine is very prevalent here because there is a large Czech community that moved to Texas a long time ago. Anyways, this is the P-10S. I have chosen to go to the P-10S over the Glock 48. There for the Austrian Schnitzel. Yeah, I know that Schnitzel's meat, but you can get like a form of a kolache. It said something different with meat in it. Whatever. Anyways, I have chosen to make the P-10S my concealed carry handgun. There are a multitude of reasons why I chose to go with the P-10S over the Glock 48. The CZ P-10S is the third iteration in the P-10 lineup. It was originally the C, then they went with the F, and then they came out with the S, and this is the S. I fell in love with the F, the full-size version, so much that I made it my full-size firearm that I use for training and whatnot. I was never able to get my dick mitts onto this P-10S, but I finally did, and I fell in love with it just as much as I fell in love with the P-10F. The P-10S is a subcompact 9mm striker-fired handgun. The barrel length is 3.5 inches and the overall length is 6.6 inches. The length of this handgun is in between the length of a Glock 19 and a Glock 26. The reason I say Glock 19 and Glock 26 is because of the width of this gun. The width of this gun is 1.26 inches, which is the width of a Gen 3 Glock 19 and Glock 26. So it's not as skinny as a Glock 48 or Glock 43X. And that is because the magazines are 12-round double-stack magazines. Speaking of the 12-round magazines that it comes with two. And I took my other one and I put a Hive extension onto it and made it a 15-round capacity magazine. The front sight on this one is a tritium with a orange circle and then blacked out serrated rear sight. Before we go any further, I'd like to let you know that I have a Patreon and a Subscribestar account. I do not have any content over there. It's just a way for you to be able to donate if you like what I do with this channel. It takes a lot of money to run this channel, and for those assholes that want to talk shit about me asking for donations, go fuck yourself. Anyways, Patreon, Subscribestar. Once I get 10 members at either one of those, I will start putting content up at either one of those, whichever gets the 10 first. As well, if you do not want to have to do like a subscription style service to be able to donate to my channel and you'd like to do just like a one-time payment for a donation to my channel, then I have a PayPal account. My PayPal account you can use is navysoonerchannel@gmail.com. That's how you find me and send me money on PayPal. Go check out Life, Liberty, Pursuit of Happiness clothing. They also do hats. And their website is llphbrand.com. This is one of their shirts. Oh shit, a politician lied. And then this is one of the hats that I have from them. I am not paid to do any advertising for them. I am just helping out a friend, just letting you know. These were given to me, but I did not pay for them. I'm just helping out a friend. Life, Liberty, Pursuit of Happiness, llphbrand.com. The Glock 48, which I used to carry, had the same footprint as the Glock 19. It was skinnier, but it had the same overall look from the side. Same size, height, length, same thing as a Glock 19. Now this is between the size of a Glock 19 and a Glock 26. So it is much easier to conceal in certain ways, but it's not as thin as the 48. So that there's pros and cons of each gun. It's just this one has more pros than the Glock 48 does. And anybody that wants to say a Glock 19, a Glock 26, or a double stack handgun is hard to conceal, well, it's not. It really isn't. When it comes to magazine capacity from the factory, the CZ P-10S wins out over the Glock 48. Yes, the Glock 48, you can get the 15-round shield magazines, and those are good magazines, and they're flush fit. Well, they stick down a little bit, and now you can get different base plates for them, according to old gun shorts over there at TFB. But still, from the factory, you have a higher round capacity from the P-10S. Then, like mentioned before in the video, I got the Hive extension, which made it 15 rounds. The only malfunction I had in this handgun was because I installed the Hive extension incorrectly and I had a failure to feed because of that. Then I fixed it, never had any other issues with this firearm. Speaking of magazines, the CZ P-10F magazines, they will work in the CZ P-10S, which is a big plus for me. Why? Because I have get home gear. I live 36 miles away from where I go to school and drive every day. So I have get home gear. I have a gun belt. And on that gun belt, I have P-10F magazines. Those P-10F magazines would be my backup magazines. If I need it, I can use them in my P-10S, which is what I conceal carry and have with me all the time, unless I'm in a place, unfortunately, that you can't have guns in Texas. Believe it or not, there are places you can't have guns in Texas. Sorry, lefties. And the blood's not run through the streets because people own guns. Fuck off. When I did my video over the Glock 48 before, I said that the Glock 48 fit my hand better because I have small dick beaters and it just fit my hand better. Much better than a Glock full-size firearm. Well, I fell in love with how the P-10F fits in my hand, and it just fits perfectly, even better than the Glock 48. Guess what fits perfectly in my hand as well? The P-10S. That's another big reason. Another reason that I chose the P-10S over the Glock 48 was because it's much less snappy than the Glock 48. 48, 43, 43X, P365, any single stack 9mm micro gun you're going to find is going to be more snappy than a full-size gun. It's just physics. It's just how it's going to happen. And this is much less snappy than the Glock 48. Now, people might tell me to grow a pair when it comes to recoil of a handgun. To those people, I say, no, I don't need to fucking grow a pair. Because if I can have a gun that I can conceal, and it's less snappy, and it's better, in my opinion, especially something else we're going to talk about, then I'm going to use the gun that's less fucking snappy. And I'm sorry that some of y'all out there like to go masturbate to Gaston Glock wearing a thong and wearing nipple rings. I don't. It doesn't bother me that I'm not a freaking Glock fanboy. Do I think that Glocks are good handguns? Yes. Do I think they are perfection? Not anymore. Another pro that the P-10S has over the Glock 48, or any Glock that matter, is the factory trigger. It's just so yummy. Yeah, it's good. It's not the best freaking handgun trigger out there from that stock, but much better than a Glock. Much better. Now, for a holster that I have for concealed carry, I just bought one off of eBay. Now, if there are any holster companies that do like the sidecar style and they do P-10S, get a hold of me because I'd love to try out that holster, or if you think you're a good holster and I should buy it, then just let me know. My contact stuff's down below. If not, fuck it. I guess somebody's just gonna make fun of me for fucking begging again. Well, fuck you. Anyways, this is the holster that I bought off of eBay. It fits the CZ P-10S. And then I have another holster for my extra magazine that is not a part of this. This has been an okay holster, but I'd really like to do a sidecar holster, and yeah, use my money elsewhere. Sorry, I have to spend money on other shit. Now on my Get Home belt, I use a Glock 19 holster from Safariland. It uses the IT-M3 Lite. Yep, the IT-M3 Lite, and I have a Streamlight TLR3. Guess what happens? It works just fine. It fits in this Safariland holster with this light. So if you are looking for like a duty holster for P-10S, I don't know why you'd use P-10S as a duty gun, but I mean, I use it as my Get Home holster. That way I have it out and I don't have to worry about it being concealed. This will work great. The Safariland for a Glock 19 with the IT-M3 Lite. So to recap, why I changed from the Glock 48 to my P-10S. 1, it's less snappy. That's a no-brainer. In some dimensions, it's smaller than the Glock 48. This way and this way. Smaller than the Glock 48. Another one is my magazine compatibility with my P-10F. It fits in my hand better than a Glock 48. It just does. And finally, the trigger is much better. Just is. Now I know some of you that want to receive a freaking oral cream buy from Gaston Glock are gonna lose their shit. I don't care. It's about preference. And guess what? This works just as good as my Glock 48 did, but there's more pros than cons for this over my 48. If you don't like my assessment of the CZ P-10S over the 48, okay, you're allowed to have your beliefs, but guess what? I believe that this is better for me. It may not be better for Joe or Tim or fucking Pickle Dick, whoever the fuck. It's better for me. And if you want to be a jerk about it, I'm going to A, delete the comment, and then B, silence you. You'll be able to make comments on my videos, but no one else is going to see them but me. So go ahead and make asshole comments. It just won't work out for you in the end. If you like my content, hit the subscribe button, come back and see me, Navysooner out. Hit me up. I'd love to try them out, or, I mean, shit. Blah, 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 blah. Therefore, this is my new concealed carry weapon. What the fuck?